What's up? We're doing another video. We're just inking this drawing we did a little bit ago. I just use like Tombow markers like I always do. And we're using the Pilot Parallel, the same pen we used for the last video, the Halloween special. I plan on doing more Halloween videos, but I don't know, for some reason, like I wouldn't say busy, but I guess I was just like doing stuff this Halloween season. Going back to jiu-jitsu, that's why I have these little things. They're way bigger, but they've healed. Because I went like a week ago, so these are like a week old. Last Monday. Today's Wednesday. Probably be putting this video out like in the weekend or something. And then I also started working. I think I mentioned that in my last video. So yeah, I would not be returning to jiu-jitsu in case anyone is interested, because I don't know, the whole thing with the mask, like not a lot of people wear masks. Because I asked a friend, I was like, hey, like how come you don't wear any mask? How come like you don't wear a mask when you roll? And he's like, oh, because like it doesn't really help, like if someone's like on top of you, like breathing on you, like the mask can only do so much, I'm like, damn, like that's true. So I don't know. But in other news, I have been doing a lot of digital art, pixel art. I've been thinking about making a video of it, but maybe that'd be a good thing, because I always, take forever on those digital pieces. So if I have a video camera, or if I have OBS, the recording software for the computer, recording me, I'm just like, alright man, I should not eat shit, right? I never say man. Why the hell did I say man there? But yeah, I was thinking I can do like a live video, but recording a voice memo here on my phone, and drawing on the computer, and then just like stitching them together, So that could be a thing. That'd be cool. Yeah, and then I also did a digital drawing. I'll post it on my Instagram probably tomorrow or the next day. It's for like this Halloween comic contest. And yeah, like that kind of like inspired me to do more digital pieces, and also like selling prints too. Like prints aren't really as expensive as I thought they were to make, So that would be cool, like selling prints and stuff. So yeah, I should probably get into more digital art. Like I like doing pixel art a lot. Speaking of digital art again, I wouldn't say started, but that comic, I don't know, I put her in a video before, Cindy the Vampire Girl, and then also in the sketchbook videos too. Like her story, her comic story, I think I'm gonna do that one on a comic book. Sorry, what am I saying? Yeah, it's gonna be a comic book story, but it's gonna be like pixel art, which is cool. Like I haven't seen any pixel art comics. That would be really cool, and like it's way easier in terms of like it doesn't have to be super finished, and the inking doesn't have to be perfect, So the story can just be out there. Like I think the story is really good. Like I've been like thinking of it more and more recently. And yeah, that'd be cool, Should probably start writing a little bit. I have a pretty good idea, I guess, or like a whole, I guess the gist of it. But I gotta like do a little more research on a couple things. But I should be able to like write the beginning at least. And I still have not finished the comic that I've been posting on YouTube, which I should definitely finish. That's why I think the pixel art thing would be so cool, because like, you know, the thing about digital art that's so awesome is like the speed of it. Like you can just go so fast and like produce work so quickly that, and it's high quality because it's digital, you know, like there's really no mistakes. Like you can just, you know, literally click undo, or if you erase something, depending on like what you're on, like or what program, like you erase it and it's gone forever, you know, or any program if you're like on that setting or whatever. And I sound like an old person talking about technology by saying that setting, but you get what I mean, like. So yeah, so what's been going on? It's about to be November and it's still not cold. Just a little weird. I live in South Florida, so it's usually hot most of the year, but like I don't know, I remember when I was younger, like when everything was like Halloween time, it would be kind of cold, like sweater weather, you know. Which is kind of lame how there's not that anymore, but I guess that's how it is with the weather. I think whoops, it's a good thing that didn't make mark. I think it might be a good idea to what do you call it? A good idea to bring in a thinner pen, because this thing is a little thick, you know. Like the line isn't as thin as I remember it, I guess. And also we don't know what we're gonna do for the back, you know. Don't know what we're gonna do for the back of this whole thing. So we will see. Mandalorian's coming out in 3 days. That's pretty exciting, I guess, if you like Star Wars. I saw some posts about Jet Jaguar being in some like show for Godzilla. I think it's like a Godzilla anime or something. But he looked like very like steampunky. Like if there was mechs in Attack on Titan, like that's what it would look like, you know. And also I've been noticing like every nude video I've posted has done really good. Like this last one had like 100 something views today, which is cool. After a week, which is pretty awesome. So it's easily my favorite thing to draw, at least at the moment. So I do not mind making more of those videos. Might do a watercolor soon. The next video might be a watercolor. I got like new Archie's paper, but I really don't know what the fuck to do with it. Like I just bought it because I'm like, oh, man, I'm at the store, I might as well buy it. So I have it like unopened in like a cabinet for later, you know. And for sure, like I'll use it obviously. But I guess I didn't really need it right now, but it's too late now, I guess. Like I don't usually do that, so it's kind of out of character from me. Like why the hell did I buy that? You know. So anyways, yeah, I'm doing this really cool digital piece of a character, so I'm thinking, right? If you're at the 10-minute mark watching this video, you deserve to be on the inside scoop, you know? The inside scoop of like plans for the future, I guess. I don't fucking know. Inside scoop, what the fuck? Anyways, I like these marks for this drawing, I guess, because it has like the whole thing going on, the whole rainbow thing. I can do like characters, right? Not necessarily characters that belong to a comic, just random characters, you know? And I mean, I can easily make a story for them, I'm sure. So that'd be kind of cool, you know? Like prints of a character. That'd be like a limited edition runs of, I don't know, 10 or 9 or whatever. And they'll never go on sale again, which would be kind of cool, you know? That would be pretty cool. I've been going on Facebook and posting stuff, you know. It's kind of hard to get like people to find people like an audience for your work, you know. Don't like the way her face came out. That little line I made over here messed everything up. It didn't mess everything up. What am I saying? It tarnished her expression. There we go, a little better. Her eyes look a little crazy. So let's... I think it's this size, a T-bit high. We'll go back to it. Yeah, so this whole drawing, like I just took all the shadows, like all the values, and like I just broke them up. I guess you can say randomly with the colors, like there's no, you know, the darker spot in the painting, or the darker spot in the drawing. Oh dude, I'll make sure that doesn't get on the paper. The darker spot on the drawing gets a darker color, you know, that's not really how it went. But just like an experiment, you know, just like something I wanted to try, like the whole color thing, like it's kind of the same process I did with Megalon, except Megalon had like more control with like what colors I put where, according to like the reference. This one I just kind of, you know, if you see like the shadows, but they're just random colors, you know. So watched a movie yesterday. It was called, I think it was yesterday. It's called There Will Be Blood. And I didn't really know anything about the movie. I just knew that it was good, or it was popular, because I just saw like this Instagram post of movies, really good, like top 30 movies in the 2000s. I'm like, oh, let's see. And this one looks pretty interesting. I thought it was like a cowboy movie or something, but it was not. It was about like this oil guy, like this oil man. And the name There Will Be Blood was not what I thought it was gonna mean. Like I thought it was gonna make some, you know, bloody cowboy movie of people getting shot off buildings and stuff, or you know, whatever, so the saloon stuff. But it was not. So yeah, whatever. It was kind of like, I didn't really understand it at first until I went to like one of those YouTube channels that showed like, oh, this is what it meant. That's the meaning. And then I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense, you know. Like the whole thing was about like controlling your, like the main character controlling his life. You know, like there's some things you just can't control. Like there's some things like, you know, oh, that's cool. It was cool. Also, I know I'm sure everyone has heard this a lot, but like everything just feels so weird right now. You know, like everything that's going on, like Corona still being out there, what the hell, right? Other things that are kind of worse right now. Okay, this paper's kind of, you know, well, you can't really see it. It's kind of warping a little bit. Don't want to mess it up by putting a paper on it. Take some of it off. Because once you put the paper on and like it gets ruptured, not ruptured, it gets like, you know, shifted by accident, then it becomes like all patchy. But I think we got like a clean thing out. Anyways, there we go. That wasn't really, I just kind of did that. I was really thinking of like where everything was gonna go, but I guess like it didn't come about. You know, if it's something like that, like you can always like incorporate it into the drawing. That's why I think like drawing with pen is so cool, cause like or so good, because you can like get really good at incorporating things that you didn't really expect. Like for example, like mistakes don't have to really be mistakes. They can just be like, you know, oh, you gotta do this now because you did this, right? Like even though, yeah, like you didn't intend for it to happen, but you can still like fix it, you know, like and make it part of your drawing, like intentional, right? So yeah. I'm gonna go for a ballsy move. So that kind of switches everything. It really closes everything up. Because with this thing, we're very open. I kind of think this is not a good move, but we gotta go with it now, you know? Not really done with her yet though, so we should probably keep going with like the values and stuff. Yeah, so anyways, I was thinking like of playing Christmas music, not in this video, just like like just listening to it. And I was like, damn, maybe I should wait till November, you know. And then I was like, well, I'm probably gonna hear it tomorrow because at the restaurant I work on, they play like there's like like a thing where like you get credits, and like on your phone you can, or they have like a thing there like you can just play whatever song you want. And I'm like, yo, like the last day I worked, they had us like help out like putting some decorations up. Like it's been 3 days since my last shift, so I'm sure they're pretty much almost done decorating. So yeah, they're probably gonna be like, oh, there's decorations, let's play Christmas music. So like this looks really good with the color. Okay, that was a good move. Her eyes don't really have a direction where she's looking. And this one's kind of bigger than that one. Notice what the fuck? Noticeably bigger. Should really incorporate some sharper lines into my drawings like that one. I mean, it's not very sharp, but compared to all the other ones are, like, I mean, like straight lines, like angles and stuff. Also, this drawing will most likely be on sale, along with the last one I did, and a couple other ones that I didn't record a video of on my Etsy. The link's in the bio. Thanks for looking good. Definitely don't want to put any flowers in. This could be the only. I don't know why I was thinking flowers, but alright, 23 minutes, not bad. Oh, we have a whole ass foot down here. We have to ink. I do have the reference out, but I haven't really been looking at it too much. I should look at it more. I'm drawing a lot of feet in my sketchbook. Like, I'm not gonna like, obviously, okay, I've mastered the foot. No, I'm not even fucking close. But it would be nice to. Well, I think I've done some good feet. Like, you know, hands I can draw like out of my head and stuff, but feet not yet. Which it would be cool, like, to draw feet out of your head, because, like, you know, feet are like kind of hard. So I've been drawing a lot of them. Like, sometimes when I draw poses, you know, if the feet don't come out good, I'll like redraw them, or I'll just draw them like a little bigger on the bottom, or like separately, so they get like more focus on them. Like, I can practice more. We did a weird line that wasn't supposed to go there. So yeah, I was like also thinking like, damn, like, a lot of people like Star Wars and like Godzilla, but like, also like I have my own ideas for like characters and stuff. For like, I mean, not even ideas. Like, I can make up my own characters. By, from like different references that I've used, or, like I know that, like, there's artists that they draw like characters and like really cool, and like, and they just look cool. Like they don't have to be from a movie, or like no one has to be like a fan. Like doing stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know. I've just been trying to draw like, I guess, Godzilla stuff, because some people like Godzilla, but I think I might. There's no rush for that. Like no one's gonna stop liking Godzilla, so I guess I can do it whenever I want to. But yeah, I actually have work 4 days in a row. I like that a lot. Yeah, I should definitely keep doing more of these to like keep up with my inking, Man, I always draw like in my sketchbook regardless, but it's mostly marker stuff. Like I never ink there because like the paper can't really handle it. Talked to my friend today. I haven't talked to in a bit. I haven't really been eating too much different food to talk about. I had a whole pizza the other day, like a Domino's pan-fried pizza, and it's pretty good, I guess. I like Domino's. People say Domino's sucks, but I say pizza is good. I just think like the Pizza Hut crust is kind of like fake in a way. Not fake, but it's just kind of phony looking. Not looking, tasting like it. I don't know. Like it's like really glossy, but like why the fuck is it glossy, bro? Like that shit's bread. Like I know some bread can be glossy, but and like the cheese crust that they put inside of that. Ugh. I don't know. They used to have like this Domino's, but they used to have like this Pizza Hut buffet. Like it was a pretty good deal. I don't know. Okay, Pizza buffet and CC's Pizza. Like it's like a pizza buffet, and you pretty much get as much pizza as you want. Like I think pasta too. Like they have like brownies, and they have like this thing that's like an apple pie pizza. Like it's just the same thing, exactly what you think it would be. Like instead of marinara sauce, it's applesauce, like sauce, I guess, and then they got like little apple bits in there. Alright, I've been talking way too much. I just stopped working altogether. This one came out a little derpy, but it's alright. We're gonna do a really bold. Oh, never mind. I was gonna do something here, but we can't because this one doesn't have that. So we'll leave it for the next drawing, Although for these, I'm gonna go with like a light source by putting something like that. It's fine. Now here we don't want to get it too crazy because don't really know what's What's that about? The foot here? Dude, the foot was so good in marker, but I just messed it up. Whatever. There's some more shadow right here. Whoa, what the fuck? Okay, we did we did a way too big of a line. I guess like we put this too far down. But we're good. We recuperated. Don't know. There's like a lot of empty space here. So we can do like the same energy we did with the lines and just like kind of, you know. Some of that. Sorry, the same energy we did with the marker on the, you know, the pilot parallel. Dude, this is good shit, bro. If I can just like know where to put them without overdoing it, be in good shape. Put a little more black down here to take care of this ugly green mix we got by accident when we were markering it, and to make the foot stand out a little more, or the leg. Oh no, okay. We got some damage. We're gonna go do a quick clean. I don't know if you see it. There's like a thing right there. It's gray. We can just, if it bothers us that much, we can like just paint up, draw over it, but be right back. Alright, we cleaned up. Now that I think about it, like I thought it was like kind of stupid, like I washed my hands just for like that little thing, you know, but whatever. So let's get back to the reference. I think we should do like some more texture stuff around this area. I don't know if you'd call it texture, but some more, I guess, gray spots. I don't know how I feel about her hair either. It's kind of like, you know, probably should have planned that out way more. Also, song of the week. It's by this band. It's like this, they're not even on Spotify. It's like really like indie, like underground, not like, I guess like unknown, like the screamo band, like kind of like an indie screamo band. I'll link them in the description. No, it's not for everybody, so if like you don't like it, then it's okay. I don't know. We're kind of playing a little too close to what we did last time. Oh, I also saw The Godfather forgot about that. It's been so long since I recorded a video. I actually did not really like The Godfather that much. I don't know. It was very long too. Like, dude, once the movie goes into like the 2 hour 30-minute mark plus, like that's kind of crazy, you know. It's like a lot of time. Like, yeah, when you're younger, like no problem, like no biggie, right? Like I have plenty of time, but I guess like as you get older, you're more. You got to be like more selective on what you watch and stuff, because you can be doing other stuff, and if you want to watch a movie, you can watch a different movie that's better, you know. So. We can probably do some of this action. Yeah. Maybe some of this. Clean that up. Nice. Some of this for sure. Maybe a little bit of that. Maybe some more of this. Nice. This has way more information than we put in, so let's give it some more. It's like a big mystery spot here because it's like a lot of marker, not enough ink. Which isn't always a problem, but kind of looks a teeny bit empty. Her hand's huge there, by the way. I mean, it's like bigger than her foot, pretty much. Like it's bigger than her freaking face. What the hell? Yeah. Anyways, whatever. Oh, you can't even see the camera's off. My bad. So yeah, let's just take a break with her and let's work on this background. I don't really know what to put down here. Maybe we can do this one behind it so it gives it like some depth in the drawing. There we go. Don't have a lot of black areas, but do there really need to be? I mean, we kind of have a big color thing. I think it's maybe time for some circles, like some big shapes. looks fine. See, it doesn't always have to be perfect, you know, you just gotta like commit to it and make it look like you intended that, you know. Here's our chance for some blockage. Been watching I've been watching a couple of there's like film analysis video, you know, what makes a good character, what makes a good villain. And there's this thing about like a character, right? Let's say like a main character. The example here was Luke Skywalker in the video. And like the guy was saying the character has 4 things, the main character, that needs to have. And like side characters don't have to have all 4, they can only have 2 or, you know, 3. And it was like the need, the want, the lie, and the ghost, right? So he did Luke Skywalker and he filled them all in. And like the want for Luke Skywalker, I watched this yesterday and like I think I forgot, even though I wrote a bunch of stuff down. But the want for Luke Skywalker is he wants to like be a star pilot or whatever and fight the Empire, right? The lie for Luke Skywalker was, oh sorry, the need, that was the need. The need was that he wanted to fight the Empire, and he wanted to, and he needed to, but for now that's just the need. The want was he wanted to stay home and help his uncle like with the farm and stuff. And the lie was, okay, I'm a real dog. I don't know why I started talking about this. How did I forget it so quickly? Anyways, besides the ghost and lie thing, like the need of a character is like the emotional internal aspect, and the want is like the exterior, like fun part of the film. For example, like let's say you have a character that he's, I don't know, really selfish, right? And his goal is to travel to this, I don't know, place that he wants to go to. But that's the wants of the film, right? The need of the film is that he's selfish and he needs to learn like friendship or whatever. So he meets a bunch of friends, you know. Like the need of the film drives the theme. In this case, it would be friendship. The wants of the film drives like the action, the fun, where they're going and stuff, you know. So I think we should add another circle somewhere here, maybe right here behind the trees. Or the leaves, I should say. But yeah, I should not have started talking about this because I just didn't. I have to read what I wrote over again, but anyways. What I do remember is something about the villain, right? And in a lot of cases, the villain has more power than the hero, right? But the guy that made the video was making the example of Christopher Nolan's movie, The Dark Knight, the Joker. Like, the Joker had like no power whatsoever besides like power over like Batman, you know? Like he had no money, no anything. He had nothing except for like how he can like, you know, communicate with like, yes, I don't even think I saw the entire film, like the Dark Knight, but he was saying something about like how he can just like play mind games with Batman. Like one of the things he did was like, the Joker's like a nihilist, right? So he was, dude, I'm so eating shit. I'm just like talking. Anyways, the Joker's like a nihilist, right? So he gave like Batman like this choice of saving two people like this girl or this guy, and he swapped their addresses. So if Batman saved the guy would die because he would save the girl, and like the Joker wins because it doesn't matter what choice he makes, and that's the Joker's point, right? And then if he saved the girl, the girl would die because he would show up at the guy's address. So, and then at the end, like, there was like a thing of Batman, like he could have killed the Joker or not or something. They'd watch, any one person that has watched this film, they go, what the fuck is this guy talking about? He like Batman a choice of, you know, killing the Joker or not killing him, and, you know, whatever. It was like a choice of whatever he chose, like, you know, the Joker won and Batman lost. So it was stuff like that, you know. So the villain, like, doesn't always have to have power in terms of like money or, you know, goons or like henchmen, you know. It can just be like intellectual power over like the hero, or, you know, whatever, right? But yeah. And I saw this one about Up, like movies that make you cry and stuff. And I don't know, just like the way that, you know, I guess movies are similar to comics. I guess more similar to comics than books because it's visual, you know. Like the panels, you know, like how you know, you can just think of a panel to a movie screen, like it's the same thing pretty much, except you can do different shapes and stuff. And like the storytelling is different, obviously, because you have like different tools. Like, for example, with comics, like the page flip, right? You flip a page and boom, like there's a surprise, right? The movie, it's like every switch of a frame is technically a page flip, right? Like it's not, you don't see anything ahead of time than you're supposed to see it, right? Like if I'm reading a comic, I can very easily flip to like, you know, I can flip a page and like look at like, I don't know, the third panel of the page instead of the first, right? That's why, like, another thing is like like to control the viewer, right? Like to control the viewer's eye, like if you want to, you can position the panels and the text boxes, right, to like flow and read the way you want it to read, right? Or you can, you know, you can not do that and make it like part of like I guess you can say like the environment of the page, like what's going on, like maybe, you know, it's like really, you know, what's the word I'm looking for, like not hard to read, but very like messy or very like, you know, I don't know, and that's like maybe the feel that it's going in the story right now. I don't know, whatever. I don't really read a lot of comics. I usually read like manga, but usually I like my main thing is like watching movies, film, and stuff. But yeah, so there's like different like strengths to each like type of media, right? Like music, you know, film is kind of like the whole thing because it kind of joins writing, music. I guess you can say art as the cinematography, like the shots of it, the composition. So I don't know, but yeah. But then also like books kind of have something that movies don't, which is like the viewer's like perception, like imagination, you know, like there's no pictures in like a novel, right? But you're the person that kind of imagines it. So like when somebody says like, oh, like the most beautiful whatever I've ever seen, like it is the most beautiful because like you're imagining what's most beautiful to you, right? Like, you know, not everyone thinks like, I don't know, this person is the most beautiful person in the movie because you're looking at it, right? Like it's already there. It's telling you this person has this kind of nose, this kind of eye, these kinds of eyes, like these kinds of lips. But in your head, like you choose, like, unless they describe them, you know, they describe the person, but even if they do describe it, you can kind of tweak it to what you want to believe, right? You get me? So that's like a powerful thing about novels. Even though I'm not a big reader in terms of novels, like I just think like a lot of my alone time, like even that's why I haven't even read a lot of comics, because I don't know, I just like drawing my alone time. Although is it good to take a break from drawing? And like, not that I draw all day or some shit like that, but you know. Damn, that was a little bit of a ramble. I don't know if you can hear the squeaking on the audio. Alright, so this looks kind of empty down here. Maybe for these we can add like a sharper edge. Not a sharper edge, a thicker edge, like it's more 3D. Something like that. But not really too much existential talk in this video. I have been kind of thinking about stuff, but I guess like the ideas aren't very like concrete. You know, I'm still kind of like not really sure what to think about stuff. Like, I don't know. Well, I guess I'll talk about some stuff. Like, there's just like a bunch of like rules, not rules, but like more social rules. And you know, like, why do people really believe that stuff? Like, you can kind of do whatever you want, right? So why are you just bashed for doing this stuff? Like, it's not anything bad, you know, like you're not, you know, threatening people or like attacking people or, you know, calling them anything. You're just like not doing what like everybody else does in a way, like, you know, I don't know if that like made sense. Like, you know, why do you have to act this certain way? Like, who made up that rule? You know, like, is there even a rule? Like, is that just like a social thing that people have? Like, you got me? So, I don't know, I guess that's what I've been thinking about recently. Like, I don't know, sometimes I just think like I'm the crazy person, you know, like I'm the crazy one that like, you know, why am I not doing this? Like, why do I not think that, you know, and everybody else obviously does, so is there like something wrong with me the way I think? I mean, not that that's, I mean, you can think however you want, like, because there's no wrong way, but, you know, is there something, you know, that I'm thinking wrongly about? Or is it just that everybody thinks this way because, you know, it's just how it is, like not a peer pressure thing, but like like that's just how people grew up, or that's what people were taught. I don't know. Kind of messed that up, so I blocked it out and did some more on top. That didn't really go with the drawing, to be honest, but what is done has been done, you feel me? Like, there's not really any going back. That was cool. That one with the drawing. This one, I guess I went with it, but this line is a little too sharp. I should have kept, there was like a big round shadow there. This stuff works, yeah. Looks good. There we go. Here it's like all green. There probably should have been some more stuff, but there's a big shadow in the drawing, so we're gonna fill it. Anyways, back to the topic. Yeah, I don't know, like a lot of people, a lot of people, like just think that way, and then you think that you have like a different, I guess you can say opinion, yeah, over this or whatever. And like there's so many people, like for you to even argue against them, like all they have to do is just regurgitate what everybody else says, you know, so you get me? Like even if you do have a good point, like it's gonna take like an open-minded person, you know, coming out of a group of people that think, you know, not open-minded, just people that will like, you know, hear you out. But did not come out bad. I like that one better, but I guess we can do. Damn, this is gonna take longer than I thought. See if we can speed run these. It's funny how like YouTube just like bombs you with things. Like I finished, I talked about this already, but I finished Breaking Bad, and like I searched up like one Breaking Bad thing, like, and then every other suggested was like Breaking Bad. Like, dog, I already watched the show, like I don't need any more of it, like that's it. But I did watch like some interviews and stuff, or like, I don't know, people talking about like an episode or something. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that thing I talked about. Hopefully this hasn't gotten on the back. Not really. We're good. Like the gray thing, the whole gray thing doesn't really matter, because, you know, there doesn't really need to be a big balance of, you know, gray, black, and white, because this is color in it, you know, so the color kind of already takes that. The attention, you know. Alright, so I think we're pretty much done with her. Everything's done. I was having like a lot of crazy dreams. Bro, what was that sound I just made? That was like me saying that word quick, I guess. I've been having like a lot of crazy dreams, and I don't really remember them a lot, but I know like either something happened or, you know, whatever, right? But it's weird. I used to have dreams and I used to remember them, like at least in the beginning of quarantine. Anyways, back to Cool. I think all of them are done. Like these are like looking a little light. Like, these look a little unfinished, you know. Also, we might want to rip this apart. I'll probably do that off camera if we take like a little break or something. Actually, let me just do it right now. Alright, I ripped the thing off. Took kind of a little bit of a break because I wanted to like make sure this stuff wasn't wet while I was like grabbing it or whatever. And I kind of took an extended period of time than I should have. But pretty much almost done anyway. We need to fix this stuff. And I was thinking we could do something like that. I'm not gonna do it right now because I always rest my hand here, so that'll be the last thing we do, but continue this line to go like back here, you know. Yeah, so these things. This thing's kind of seeping in, but it's okay. We got kind of like a darker thing here, which it looks fine for the triangles. We just gotta figure out what we're gonna do about the circles. Anyways, coronavirus vaccine. Who the hell has been talking about that recently? Nobody. I mean, at least I haven't. I used to think about it a lot, but not that much anymore. Like, imagine how fucking happy everyone's gonna be when everything's back the way it is. Though, I mean, coronavirus, you know, there's a lot of other bad things going on right now, so we'll see what happens with that, you know. Also, like I saw this post. It was like one of those dumb memes. It was like funny, I guess. I don't know. It was like said something about like people faking their death and leaving the country. I'm like, damn. Like, yeah, that might be cool. You know, knowing like it's kind of like you're new. Like it's like a new life, I guess. Which is the whole fucking point of it, you know. But it's crazy. That is crazy. Now I wonder, like, what if, right, for some reason in your head, like, you believed that you were 2 years younger. Let's say you're 25. No, let's say you're 23. And in your head, and everybody else, and your license, you just, no. You move to a different country, right? And you say that you're 21 instead of 23. I'm not 23 or 21, but it's just an example. And everybody believes it because that's your license. No one knows you. You believe it for some reason. You like believe this that this is your actual age. Like, what's like, you know, like that's one way to like, I guess, be younger. Even though like, you know, everyone dies at different times and everyone's like more youthful and less youthful. Youthful. So, you know, who's to say, like, right? I don't know why I thought of that. I don't know what, like, the point of that was, but just a little claim. So I'm thinking we go like this. What the hell? By accident I went on the same line. We do one of these, and then that's not bad. This is like the single line, just too much, or too little, I should say. There we go. I'd like to think we're done. Here's what I was gonna do with the there we go. This part looks a little, you know, unasked for, I guess you can say. Not unasked for, but like, not, it doesn't belong there. Yeah, I don't really like this part down here. But if anything, I'll just fix it later. But that's pretty much it. I might do the next video after this might be like a pixeler video or something, you know, like switch it up. But that's it. This will probably be on my shop by the time, maybe, yeah, by the time this video goes up, this will probably be in the shop. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next one.